from underneath them. They are between the fire. لهم من فوقهم ظلل ومن النار ومن تحتهم ظلل. ذلك يخوف الله به عباده. This is thus Allah threatens, frighten His servants. Thus Allah is frightening His servants. Allah Azza wa Jalla frighten us. Allah Azza wa Jalla wants us to be afraid of this punishment. So Allah Azza wa Jalla informs us about that punishment, which will undoubtedly come to pass on that day. But Allah Azza wa Jalla inform us and warn us about it, in order that we can keep our duty, and in order that we may consider about our life and the purpose of our life, and to consider about death and why Allah Azza wa Jalla creating, and why Allah Azza wa Jalla making them die after a while. Why is this circulation in this life? To make us contemplate about the matter. ذَلِكَ يُخَوِّفُ اللَّهُ بِهِ عِبَادَهُ. Allah Azza wa Jalla uses many tools, many means to make His servants contemplate and to make them reflect about the issue. Somewhere Allah Azza wa Jalla give them or tell them about His reward in that life, and wants to make them consider about the life in order to receive that reward. This is the positive side. But Allah Azza wa Jalla does not stop there at that point. Allah Azza wa Jalla use many means, and this is one of His means. He frightens His servants to keep their duty and to contemplate about their life. So we can understand from these ayats and from these means that Allah Azza wa Jalla used in Quran toward us, we may need sometime one of these means and sometime another mean. Our situation is not, our situation is changeable. Sometimes we need to be afraid of the adhab in order to aware about ourselves, in order to awake from the sin. We need some frightens, and sometimes we need the good news about the reward. So we should use these means toward ourselves in order to be good man, in order to be righteous man. When we see Allah Azza wa Jalla using them, we understood that we can benefit from them. So we should not neglect any of them. Maybe some people can say, I do not need any frighten from Allah Azza wa Jalla. The reward of Allah Azza wa Jalla is enough to me in order to be righteous, in order to be good man in this life, or in order to understand the essence of the life. The reward of Allah Azza wa Jalla, the love of Allah Azza wa Jalla is enough to me. May some people allege this, but I do not believe that it will be enough to them. Sometime they cannot control themselves. They would not control their selves, and would need these frightens of Allah Azza wa Jalla, these fear of Allah Azza wa Jalla. We should not neglect the fear. Sometimes we can notice, we can observe ourselves that the reward Allah Azza wa Jalla is not enough to take us to the reality or to take us to the truth. At that point, you frighten yourselves with the punishment of Allah Azza wa Jalla. And remember these ayats of Allah Azza wa Jalla. I think that it will work with you. It does work with me, and I believe that it will work with anyone, because this is something that Allah Azza wa Jalla used. Allah Azza wa Jalla does not use something in vain. And sometime we need of that. We need this fear of Allah Azza wa Jalla and fear of the punishment of Allah Azza wa Jalla. ذَلِكَ يُخَوِّفُ اللَّهُ بِهِ عِبَادَهُ. Allah Azza wa Jalla telling us plainly, Allah is frightening His servants. Thus Allah Azza wa Jalla frightens His servants. How did He frighten us in this ayah? By the situation in the hellfire, by the situation of the people in the hellfire. For them are coverings of fire above them, and for them are coverings of fire beneath them. وَمِن تَحْتِهِمْ ظُلَلٌ. Thus Allah Azza wa Jalla, may He be glorified and exalted, informs us about that situation. ذَلِكَ يُخَوِّفُ اللَّهُ بِهِ عِبَادَهُ. And through this information, Allah Azza wa Jalla frighten us. يَا عِبَادِ فَاتَّقُونَ. And at the end of the ayah, Allah Azza wa Jalla say to His servants, Ya ibadi. But this is very Ya ibadi. Allah Azza wa Jalla telling to His servants, O my servants. We feel from the ayah that Allah Azza wa Jalla wants us to feel that how we are close to Him. We are His servants. We are His servants. And Allah Azza wa Jalla in this ayah does not say, oh the servants, but He say, oh my servants, Ya ibadi. So you can feel that Allah Azza wa Jalla wants the good for us. And because of His mercy, because of His grace, He warns us about the bad end of this life, and He uses every means to show us the truth, but does not oblige us, because this is a very just test in this life. Allah Azza wa Jalla does not oblige any single man, but He shows to him every way. He used for him every mean to show him the truth and to warn him, so that they cannot have any excuse about himself. Allah Azza wa Jalla will not remain any excuse about anyone in this life when He took him to about the other life. He will exalt every mean in this way, and the people will use all of them, either in the good way or in the bad way. But in the other life, the people will be used every mean, and so that they would not have any excuse about their sins or about their crimes. Ya ibadi, all my servants. Allah Azza wa Jalla say to His servants, Ya ibadi, O my servants, fattaquni, protect yourselves of me, protect yourselves from me. Ya ibadi fattaquni, fear me, be careful about me. I can punish you. When you live in this life, be careful about my orders. Include me in your equation. Do not deny me. I am the first important thing in your life. I am your owner. You cannot live without contemplating about your life, without considering about your Creator. You cannot live as if you created yourselves, as if you have no owner. You cannot live like that. But you know that you have an owner. You are the one who is created by someone else. You did not create yourselves. So you should contemplate about these issues. You should find your way. You should find your Creator. You should talk with Him. Talk to your Creator. He will show His guidance to you. He will guide you. You can feel that. You can be sure that Allah Azza wa Jalla will guide you. الَّذِي خَلَقَنِي فَهُوَ يَهْدِينِ, says Ibrahim alayhi salam. He created me, so He will guide me. Why He created me if He will not guide me? Why He brings me the food and does not forget it? How can He forget to guide me? You should know that the one who created you is very careful about you. He observes you. He monitors you every single moment. You can feel this reality in yourselves. You can understand it. And if you begin to consider, if you put your step in this way, if you put some effort in this way, if you sacrifice some of your time, Allah Azza wa Jalla will show Himself to you, will guide you to the truth. وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا. So we are inside of the life right now. So these ayats is very important for us. The Creator says to us, "O my creatures, O my servants, Ya ibadi, fattaquni, protect yourselves from me. I am very important. You should observe your duty toward me, and you should live in accordance with my commands. You cannot neglect me. Fattaquni." Because if you do not put importance to my words, to my commands, and live as if you do not have any owner, I can punish you. And my punishment is not something limited. I can punish you everlastingly. So it means that you should not have any fear other than fear of Allah Azza wa Jal. Because there is no one can harm you everlastingly. No one can harm you anything if Allah Azza wa Jalla does not permit to him to do that. So I am the first and the last thing in your life. I am the purpose of your life. Ya ibadi fattaquni. So protect yourselves from me. Be careful.